Alright, welcome to another video. We're one day early here at former Britain's best lawn. It's Easter Sunday. The weather is absolutely diabolical tomorrow, so we thought we'd get it done today and take advantage of the rain to water our seeds. So I've drafted in our good friend Paul, who's at the minute, he's just going over it with the Rotary, getting that height down. He's cut it on 2 and now he's going to go over it on 1. We've done this little dog leg over here so I can continue with that and get that scalped. So while he's doing that, I'll do that and then we'll check back in once we've scalped it. Check this out. Paul, you're a moron. You're a moron. Can't hear me. You're an idiot. Just show you under this tree. Now, as normal, we get a lot of leather jacket damage here. When they banned all the chemicals that treated leather jackets, ICL did some research and on postcodes and things, and you had to input the information on where you'd found them, and what they found was that leather jackets tend to go back to where they were before, so they don't try and find a new place like bees or wasps or whatever. They come back to the same place, so this is the same place again for us. So we've got telltale signs. Because I put some wetting agent on this because it was so dry, it's kind of filled in the holes. We had lots of holes where leather jackets had been. So as again, when we seed, it's just going to be hope that they don't nibble away at the new seed. That's all we can do. So just thought I'd show you that, and what we'll do is after we'll get our slitter out and get some nice holes in there, then get some seed on, field compost number 4, and then in a few weeks this will have filled in nicely, and then we just got to hope them leather jackets have been and gone. And I did say in my last video I would show you what we've done on this little bit here. So I just had a couple of free hours before it started raining, so I just came, scarified it, or scalped it, scarified it, slotted it where I needed with the seed slotter, seeded it, field compost number 4, wetting agent, covers, and we've just been watering it. And this tree is going to soon be coming into flower. What a lovely blue sky. And all that will drop on here, so we'll probably leave these on for another week yet until the seed starts coming through, and then we'll assess things. Because here we're actually a bit later, although we've done Posh job and Steve's 2 or 3 weeks earlier, 4 weeks in Posh's case. We're actually behind here from where we were last year, but still very cold, so the temperatures could do with rising a little bit. So even if you've not started yours yet, there is absolutely plenty of time, and you'll get to the same point in time where I will be when those temperatures rise. I've just started early because I've got so much to do. I just can't wait for that one particular day and get everybody done in that day because there's just not enough hours in it. So I'm just now scalping the main lawn. I've set the Allett sterling at 10mm, and this is as short as I'd like to go. Because we're going to be cutting at 25mm going forward in the summer, that's absolutely fine. Okay, we're just getting on with the scalp. We've got enough room now for me to start scarifying before I'm catching up, because I don't want to be stopping and starting when I'm waiting. So he's just having his first go with the Allett sterling and he's finding it really good. So you can see behind me all these worm casts, a bit problematic, but we'll sort those with new seed. So on with the WeBang scarifier borrowed from the Posh. Well, Ye Old Faithful is nursing a broken part. So I've just set this at the same as I was at Posh, and it's doing a great job. And as always, just giving it a second pass, one pass in a straight line and then the second pass at a 45-degree angle. Okay, so we're just about to pick up what we've scarified. Loads of stuff has come up. A lot of things that have come up are firework cardboard pieces, so they must have had a New Year or something, one of those rocket things that has like 100 in, and they've all blown up and they're everywhere. It's got twigs up, leaves up, everything. So once we've been over with the rotary mower, I'm going to go on with this new prototype Allett cartridge, which I have invented, but they've done it, they've made my imagination come to life. So last year we did a video called Verification, which isn't a scarify and it's not a vertical. So I then thought we need an attachment, which is a verifier. So I thought, well, if we had the scarifying attachment, which is like the prongs, but incorporated into that, we had some of the vertical cutting discs. What could that be? And that came up with the name, the verifier. So here it is. It's not available yet, strictly not available. So we've got to do some work with it yet. But we've got the scarifying prongs, and attached to that are the vertical cutting discs. So like midsummer, when we just don't want to scarify, we don't want a vertical, this is where we come in, a new word, the verifier. So I'm really proud of this, because this is like my kind of imagination coming to life, as I said just before. So time to give it a go in a few minutes when we've picked everything up, and we'll see what it can do. So it's going to kind of pick everything up, but it's also going to leave some grooves behind. So yes, I'm really excited about using it, so come on. So as Paul there cuts with the hater, it's quite dusty, especially in that bottom corner. We've just had so much wind, not a lot of rain, and we've got that tree down there which seems to suck all the moisture out of the ground as well. So I'm just following now with the verifier. Okay, so I've just done a first pass with the verifier, and oh my god, it's absolutely brilliant. Picks up all the scarifyings, but then leaves behind these grooves. So it does a 2-in-1. So when we're scarifying, and then normally have to get the vertical tray and swap it over and go over it, we're doing it all in one. So we're not squashing what we're doing. It's amazing. What are you wanting? You come and have a look at my secret verifier. He just has no idea. When I post this, he's absolutely no idea this has just happened. So yeah, so if we just have a look. And the reason that, and look how much it's picked up as well. So it's picking up. What we said is that when we did the initial drawings, the tip of the blade was level with the prongs. And I said, well, if we go in like that level, when we drop the height or whatever, we're always going to be at the height of the scarifier. So if the vertical cutting blades are in the ground, then the scarifying prongs are going to be in the ground. So we don't want that. What we want is, we want the scarifier to stay on the soil, just above, picking everything up, and then we need the verticutter in the soil. So that's why they're just slightly higher. So that is a great little thing already that I've noticed, but we're ready to seed now. Absolutely beautiful. I'm so excited, I'm so thrilled, honestly. Come on, let's do the rest and let's see how it looks. Now that the verifying work is done, I'm just going over this area near where the leather jackets with the seed slotter, just opening up the soil a little bit more, just so we can get that seed falling in some more of the holes. And incorporating the extreme seed into this lawn this year, so just going with what I believe in. And just doing one pass all over the lawn with the setting on 32. Okay, so it's that time of day again, field compost number 4. This corner again has been affected by leather jackets. It's always here, over there, and in that corner. That's where we get them. So it's been eaten alive. So we put some seed down, got the grooves there from the Verifier cartridge. So it's about 5:30 and United have just lost again. They just can't seem to, when I say United, I mean Man United men's, I don't mean Man United women's. Just to be clear, because you've got to say that these days, because I could be on about the women's if I don't say. So they just can't seem to get a run together. So it's a bit weird how you can do what you did in midweek and then mess up at home to Wolves. It's just Old Trafford. I think the trouble is, I think Old Trafford used to be like a theatre of dreams and whatever, and was massive, and teams got scared there. But I know it's quite a big stadium in terms of capacity and still is the biggest, but there's bigger kind of stadiums now, even though they're less capacity, they're just more daunting maybe. United's lost that fear factor. So that's the only thing I can think. My older brother's a United fan, so no, I'll be sending him some texts later saying what happened. But yeah, it's just annoying when it's a bit like Bolton, you win one and then you think like, yeah, we're kicking on, and then you don't. I don't know. Right, anyway, enough about football this weekend. We've got enough to football tomorrow. Bolton have got Lincoln away, so we'll see how we get on. Still in with a chance of playoffs, as we said yesterday, but I don't think it's going to happen. So consigned ourselves to an early season finish, but for the last 2 seasons we've had playoffs. So we'll have to find something else to do. More videos perhaps. So I'll get on with this. Remember, DHLE 15 direct at fieldcompost.co.uk will get you 15% off this. So knock yourself out with that. And then obviously there's the 10% off code on my website, DHLE10, which is live till Monday night at 23:59. So again, lots of people already have taken advantage of it. So I'll crack on and we'll see you when we're finished. Spreadability wise, I've ordered a pallet just because I've got this job to do and another one. And I think in the end we ended up using about 30 bags. So that equates to, like, again, 1 bag to 8 to 10 square meters, if you were wondering how much area it covers. And obviously the shorter the grass is, the easier it is to spread. If you've got quite long grass, it's going to be difficult to spread as easy as I'm making it, because you've got resistance from the grasses. Whereas when it's nice and short, it's just nice and stubbly, and the compost just spreads like an absolute dream, because there is absolutely no rubbish in this whatsoever. No stones, no twigs or anything. It's just a wonderful product to use. Now we've spread the field compost, it's time to go over with the H2Go wetting agent. This is going to help water penetrate through the compost and keep it nice and moist, so the seed will germinate quicker, and it also softens the seed itself. Right, so that's this video done. 6:30 finish on Easter Sunday, not bad. So we've scalped, scarified, overseeded, top dressed, wetting agent, same as yesterday, but looking in a lot better condition than when we arrived, I think. Verifier cartridge, love it. It absolutely does a great job, cleans it off and leaves those grooves in. Looking forward to seeing the results of that, like the germination lines. What else? Yeah, this is like not how to get a thick lawn. This is just the start of that. We've got a lot more to do yet, and when we're cutting it, that's when we really start to thicken it up and get some products on. So what it is now, it's just a case of letting that rain do its job tomorrow. Raining all day, which is great. Perfect timing, get that wetting agent wash right through, get that seed off. Bit of heat Tuesday as well, and I think everything is just going to start kicking off, and obviously watering everything that we've done so far. So we've only got a couple more renovations to do, so we're on target for like an early finish in terms of renovations, and then we can really get on with enjoying the fruits of our labour. So remember those discount codes, DHLE15 for field compost at field compost, and DHLE10 at my website till tomorrow night. But the field compost one is just forever, so don't worry about that. So if you've liked what you've seen over the last couple of days, give us a like and a subscribe. Onwards and upwards to 100,000 subscribers is the target, so if you can help me along the way, that'd be fantastic. But until we meet again, take care, and even had a good Easter. So see you soon. Oh, and not to forget, thanks Paul. Cheers for helping us.